way too early, but there's some really good huckleberry patches up here. It's more of a late July, August thing. We'll drive through the campground. At least it's open, huh? Show you the Copper Creek campground. I've never been a big fan of staying in campgrounds. We do from time to time out of convenience. Well, we got our Pomoly tent set up, and I set up for the first time the inner bug net inner tent. Yeah, it was kind of a learning curve. I wish Pomoly would add a couple toggles to the wall so you could tie it off to the tent toggles to give a little more headroom. It's got a couple pockets and a hook up on top where I'll probably hang my lantern. I've got it set up with a cot tonight. I'm kind of testing this out for a big motorcycle rally I'm going to go to over in Crane, Oregon, Crane Hot Springs. Oh, and have not set the wood stove up. I don't know if I will. But a quick tour, single pole. It was a beautiful day riding up here. Started setting up and the clouds rolled in and it's rained on me for the last 2 hours and it's finally has stopped. But everything's dry. I definitely think it just passed the rain test. So quick tour, stove jack. That's where the chimney comes out. Got my little $20-some Amazon table. I dig it. All aluminum, clips together. Nice. I haven't gone really searching for firewood due to being stuck in here for the 2 hours with the rain. I might not. I am in a public campground.
Getting cooking and doing its thing.
It's a good sound, isn't it? Give it some more pepper. Yeah, just using some coconut oil. Nice and hard, holds up pretty well, pretty durable. Never tried it with a New York strip steak. We'll see how this works. Just good for medium heat. And yeah, I need to get some smaller containers. This is too big to take moto camping all the time. Gotta have some pepper. Lord, oh yeah, I brought some stew. Could have done that. Steak sounded better, so I had to stop and get some. Oatmeal for the morning. Dessert for tonight. Chips Ahoy. Woo! We're eating good tonight. I picked these up. I haven't tried these yet. Look like a real quick, easy protein snack. No draining, just you can eat it right out of the bag or put it on a bagel. I didn't bring any kind of breads with me today, but a lot of times bagels I find work better than bread. They're a little more durable. More chicken. Oh, I had some potatoes. Yeah, I might do some of these yet tonight. Kind of what I was looking for. Beautiful steak. A little grocery store in Lincoln has some good meat there. Never stop, get a chance. You're camping in this area, Lincoln, Montana. Check out the grocery store. It's not big, but they have good stuff. Bring the water to a boil. We'll have some potatoes here shortly. Well, what's your go-to food when you're out camping? Quite often, a lot of times they do brats, hot dogs, simple stuff, mac and cheese. But boy, a good steak, can't beat that. And I got the center a little towards medium, but oatmeal, American classic. You know, there's advantages to staying in a campground per se, public campground. You already got established fire rings and picnic tables and usually a bathroom and sometimes even natural spring water. I'll show you a natural pump here before we go. Well, if you're on the fence about learning how to camp or getting out and doing it, start small, find a local campground near you, maybe even a KLA. and go down, set up your tent and sleeping bag, and see what happens. For me, there's something about the solitude when I'm alone. Like I said, this is still April, so there's literally nobody in the campgrounds. Most people aren't camping yet. If you do camp and it's still springtime, be prepared for cold nights. Don't buy a cheap Walmart summertime sleeping bag and think that's going to keep you warm. My main bag I have been using is a Kelty Cosmic 20, I think. You know, it's a down sleeping bag rated to 20 degrees. And if I know it's going to be less than 35, maybe even 30, 35, I add a liner. Liner stock. It's just one. They give you more warmth. They do that. It's just getting in and out of them takes a lot more effort. But if you're can afford a good sleeping bag, go as much sleeping bag as you can. Good 0 degree bag. But then the trade-off on a colder rating bag is they will pack up a little bigger than a little sleeping bag with less insulation. Gotta have my Diet Pepsi. It's a horrible crutch. I don't know if the camera can pick up on the sound of the stream. Oh, I love the sound of a stream or a river in the background. Grew up playing on streams and fishing and swimming holes. And mostly I slept pretty good. It was definitely coldest around 5:30 this morning. That woke me up. I was not freezing, but I was definitely on the chilly side. And I was kind of wishing I had spent the time and effort to get some firewood and have the wood stove going. That is such a neat blessing to have in a tent. And now that I'm using that cot, so I bought a cot, a lightweight camping sleeping bag cot. And it sets up higher, which makes a world of difference when you're sitting next to that wood stove. Heat kind of radiates up, and the stove's about 4 inches off the floor. So if I'm laying on the ground right next to it, you're missing some of that heat. Game changer. I probably only have one more outing with this tent for the year, until fall anyhow. We'll see, but it's big and it's kind of I'm still figuring out how to make a good system for setting it up. I'm slow, like I said, installing the inner tent added a lot of time yesterday because I had no idea which way was which on it. Now I have a pretty good idea. I think I could set the tent up in probably 25 minutes if I'm hustling. 30 to 40 probably if I'm just putting along doing it. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the floor rent right on that on the teepee part of the tent. So I seem to always end up with one wall kind of in a weird angle. Yeah. But I do like it. I highly recommend Pomoly tents. No, I'm not paid. Everything I have and I am using was earned by my own hard work and sweat. Nobody gave me a damn thing. So, for me to spend money on it, I'm going to be pretty damn honest if I think it's good or bad.